Yo, hello. El Coach. We back at it again with the back at it again. El Coach.
Coming at you live once again from Las Vegas, guys. HyperX Arena. We're here to see the grand finals. Guys, it's been weeks. I flew from the Philippines here, and now we're here. How you guys doing?
It's a nation divided right now, man. It's like the Civil War.
In before someone comes into the chat saying to raise the volume. Jin. I can't wait for someone to come in here and tell me to raise the volume up, bro. Can't wait. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. No child this series, please. We begging on it. Kaja first pick, Dooley. You get here on Jetta. Insta-lock Kaja. I hope all you guys got your protein shakes ready and shit. Feel me? We got the electric shaker. Press the button. Wow. Buena tati, mama huevo. The Valley Vegas, baby. The Valley meetup. You heard? The Valley Vegas, baby. The Valley meetup. Yo, Chopper Lover, Reen, Hugs, Jerome, Didi, Ronan, Ken's popping, Delano. Yo, Taj. Buena. Mama huevo. Hugs, you alcoholic, bro. No offense. Hit the base, hit the base. Manta. Fucking monkeys, bro. Niggas acting like they won the lottery, bro. You feel me, Chopper Lover? I can't wait, bro. Some goon gonna pull up, bro. Some Indian named Manjeet. You already know Manjeet. Yo, that's the lady that hit me up telling me that I had to make a new stream with a different title and a different description. That's the shorty that was in my DM. You heard? Hi, Liz. What's poppin', beloved? Feel me? Hell no.
What's up, guys? You already know who it is. Trex here with the beard this fall season.
Hell no.
We reconstructed our prize pool to reward more teams than ever. And that's not the only update. Private Dancer, isn't there a few things you want to tell them about the tournament rules?
He's 80% alcohol at this point. Hugs, you wow with it. You better be making moves in real life for treating yourself to alk every night.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Stina Lily here. I'm going to talk to you guys about the August Starlight skin. If you guys are
trying not to laugh, bro.
Yin's Eternal Guardian skin is this month's Starlight. And for those that are not Yin fans, there are
CARTI no smirk challenge for the whole stream.
New Starlight shop exclusive, the killing notification. You can get in on all of this for 300.
Nah, bro, y'all wild in the chat right now.
Your first Starlight package will be 1,700 diamonds worth, and if you are impatient like me, you can get the weekly diamond pass, which you can get all your things sooner, unlock everything sooner. So keep your eyes out on these exclusives, guys. Now let us hop into the round table, guys. I want to kind of see what. Oh,
chat, what's your predictions?
Hopping into our predictions.
What's the word?
Guys, we are gonna see BTK versus.
Like I would say 2-1 BTK, but like Empire got Totnak as their XP laner, and hell nah. You feel me?
The oddball out. He's going for Avalon now. What are you guys' thoughts?
Well, I'll definitely say UA definitely full of surprises. I mean, he was almost right with the Bloodhounds one though, so I don't know. I think he's on to something. I think as we progress through the regular season, UA may be able to be the one to.
I don't know. Let me see the
do some
first
predictions,
draft
but
for
hey,
the first match,
now that we
right?
see the numbers
And then I'll give you an
rise,
official
just
prediction for
myself,
myself.
Eunice,
As of right now, I don't know whether. I mean, I know for sure
5-0
BTK is going to win
win rate when it
the
comes to
series,
predicting who will
but
come
in
out
terms of the match, I don't know if it's going to be 2-0
But
or
speaking
2-1.
of series, it's been already a couple of surprises, right? Bloodhounds fighting it out up against TOB. They're able to take one game, so I will say there is definitely some promising.
But I think yesterday was like a wake-up call, especially for Bodge. Turns out, chat, right? After the whole series yesterday, the BTK series, turns out that Bodge insta-locked the child. It wasn't even... Because I told Yato, I'm like, yo, who allowed it, bro? Who allowed that to happen? I wouldn't allow it.
I'm actually pretty excited.
Yato was like, yo, he just insta-locked it. I'm like, wow.
Going head on head with you with the predictions, so I'm not losing my spot, but maybe
I'm
UA
there
might
with you guys too.
take them out.
So maybe that was a wake-up call.
yeah,
No
yeah.
garbage today.
Oh yeah, we were going head to head. No, I'm the queen of predictions. I'm gonna keep my spot.
Well, we're gonna take that throne, but we shall see about
Queen
that.
of what? Why?
We
I don't know.
are excited. I can't believe Bloodhounds and the Ohio brothers were battling it out. It was super fun to see. And
Definitely fun to see. I mean, a best of 3 fighting it out all the way to a game 3. I mean,
Lord Demon won't fall without taking the game? Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. I can respect that.
In similar fashion as we do see TOB, but this is a different team.
Demon is not going to fall without taking the game? You're right. You're kind of right on that one. Low key. Mute them? What do you guys think? You want me to mute them or not?
As we do jump in, keep in mind, guys, this is different from the regular NACT spring season. We are now implementing a point system, right? So the top 4 teams in regular season 1 will have the slightest advantage to be able to move forward as they're all battling over for the points to make it to the playoffs.
yes, and I got word though that we are ready for this BTK versus Avalon battle.
I'm ready for it.
You captain to take it away. Let's get into this.
I don't want to obj.
Jumping straight in.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, let me see that lineup. Okay. Ponak XP, bro.
Sneaking up in there. Now,
Feel me?
normally they were known as Empire, right? They picked up an individual sponsor. They did a little bit of a name change and picked up some additional members on their roster. Kind of.
What's up with this Black Mirror soundtrack, though? That shit creeping me out.
Team on the way. I can't wait to see what they do here, right? I mean, Avalon, fresh off a sweep, took down Aggravate 1, and that looked promising. Looking at BTK, they took down Knights of Fates yesterday 2-0. So both of these teams, fresh off a sleep, undefeated in regular season 1, but today, somebody will fall.
Yeah, and we are looking at Avalon, right? Known as Empire, but we are also looking at the team members, right? There was a lot of roster changes, but we are looking at half of Simpsons, actually. They were one of the grand finalists for a previous NECT season, but also, if you guys look, there is Demon, Fallen, Arvel, Totenak, and Basic. Now, Basic, we all know he is one of the best markers.
I don't know how Demon just randomly became a god out of nowhere, bro.
Well, but being put in Avalon,
Demon is on steroids right now, bro. He's on gear. Demon is on gear. He's on gear. That's all I'm saying.
Now put into the EXP lane, and we did see that yesterday.
Demon used to be a decent player, and all of a sudden he's Faker? Question mark?
You know, we talked
Feel
about
me?
this in our last
Faker now?
season. You know, players switching around their roles. It's not really something that you can really do off the bat. It's not something you can just pull off right away. But now, Tonak being run in that EXP, maybe he just.
Alright, so I guess we're either fiending for Uranus
now, so
or
we
Kaja.
are seeing a new team with a lot of new members, a lot of mixed people right now for the side of Avalon.
Yeah, and speaking of these teams already jumping into their bands, you are going to see the Angela and the Twizzle taken out for BTK. Now, Angela, let's kind of talk about this, right? It's not always banned out, but when it's not banned, it's not always picked as well. So is it worth banning? As a lot of these teams do not prioritize it. I feel like one of the few teams that do pick it up is the BTK and the TOB combination, but other teams, I don't really feel like they kind of go in for that risk. But it will be banned out from the Bloodthirsty Kings alongside the Terizla, which is more common, but you know who is still on the table? The Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus is still on the table.
Ban the
right
Basha,
now.
damn.
Terizla also getting banned out. And just like we
I mean,
said,
Fridge
it's
is
not
up.
really a
You could, like,
pick-up
pick
ban
it.
rate for Angela. You don't really pick it up, I would say, in any of the ranked matches, professional matches as well. But currently in MPL over there, it's getting picked up a lot. So maybe they are trying to make sure to ban that out. And, you know, we saw in our previous match, you know, Moon's hard guard was doing a lot of work towards that early game, but wasn't really, kind of fell off. if ran in that mid lane matchup. So maybe putting the roam position might be a better option. But okay, we're looking at Avalon's bans right now, right? Eve, I understand, but they banned out Baksha, which is one of Mobizane's comfort picks right now for the jungle area, such as Alpha, any tank jungle, right? King of the jungle, just like Wheezy said. We are looking at Kadita ban as well, as they did.
I mean, do we really have to first pick Uranus, bro? Because Tonak on Uranus, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
It leaves a lot
Think
open
about
on
it.
the table. There's still Valentina open, and there's still Uranus open, Arla open, and we're seeing a lot of picks right now. So, Wheezy, what do you think the last ban is going to be over there?
Oh,
Fridge, damn.
Like they're gonna go ahead and take out the MOBA Fred. As the Fredrin does get taken down. I mean, it's no secret that Mobazane is
Do we just rush to Kaj? Say fuck it?
bang across the
Kaj
board,
first
right?
pick? Kaj. Wow, Kaj. Wow, Baj. Kaj. Joy Kaj. Jin.
Alongside his
Joy
teammates,
Kaj.
right? We've seen Yato, we've seen Toy Bosch, we've seen ISO, all of them fought it out valiantly inside of the spring season and closed it out up against Outplays. So that was an amazing best of 7.
Baj, no way they left open your
Best best of
Kaj.
7s to go down in history for Mobile Legends Bang Bang. And I cannot believe this walked through the cracks though, right? It's
Okay.
down to the Fredrin, but you allow Uranus to go into the hands of Chicken.
Yeah, we are seeing a new roster change as well for BTK, right? In the previous seasons, we've only seen T in the EXP lane, right? But now it's gonna be Chicken back on the board, and that's what everybody's.
Yeah, ISO was playing crazy yesterday, bro. Shout out to Easy Peasy. Too easy for Peasy.
In the EXP lane, and the person to go up against Chicken is going to be Totenak for the side of Avalon. So this might be a very interesting game. And this is really BTK's original roster, and this is what they were supposed to run a long time ago, but everyone's been waiting for it, and now it's back. Weezy has his thinking cap on. He's thinking about which one he wants to pick. And in trade, they pick up Alpha and Paquito. I haven't seen Paquito yet. Did it come
Okay,
out
the
yet?
Uranus first pick was decent, knowing that Tonak can't really play much XP laners. But he had to opt out for the pack, which is like his comfy pick. But to be honest, yeah, you feel me?
Was it really worth
Yeah,
them both together? I mean, you could have profited on
God
both sides.
forbid, though.
Paquito,
God forbid.
as the very last pick
God
of the
forbid we get a
draft,
game
would've
taken
possibly made it that
took
far
off of
without
us.
being banned
God
or
forbid.
picked up from BTK, and you're gonna allow them to take up the Valentina. And I'm not really liking the way this is going so far because Chicken, nonetheless, when he runs that Uranus, it's one of the best heroes he has, right? Because it kind of values his playstyle. He likes to be mobile. He doesn't like to be stuck in that lane fighting the 1v1. He wants to cut around.
Demon could go Vexana and he'll still carry that bastard. Bastard Demon.
What Uranus will provide. And then you pick up the Valentina for draft pressure, right? Which will give Avalon a slight harder time when it comes to drafting, as they got to watch out for any heroes that can profit from the Valentina using the IMU.
I mean, the Uranus is already a menace, right? Is able to cut lanes, still have full health, go into their base, stall some waves, still have full health. It's just a walking chunk of iron that just continuously heals himself. But Yato is going to opt in for this Valentina, and Zane is going to opt in for the Martis, and he is the king of those fighter jungles. And Yato running this Valentina, yes, it does give draft pressure, but so far, I don't see anything he can really benefit off of.
Basic load, okay.
Anyone right now. The Blazing Duet, right?
Taking away the
still
claw
has
from
physical
ISO as well.
damage as much as it would come from directly from Claude. And we do see Paquito, the knockout strike.
If Easy Peasy goes Herif, we're gonna have too much
Valentina's
magic.
favor, and the Alpha Charge, right? Might be able to
So
provide
maybe like a good old
but not
Beatrix
really
if they don't
able
ban
to
it.
do a lot of impact. But they still have 2 more spots left. They still have the mage position open, and they still have the roam position. So they kind of have to be careful with how they draft, because Yato, running this Valentina, is able to copy a lot of those ults away and put it into his favor. But BTK is going to go ahead and ban out Novaria, and Avalon's actually going to ban out Leslie.
And, you know, looking at the draft so far, right?
Do you think Demon is the best mage in NA?
Damage. Now,
I don't want to put
is the
players
answer
against each
sure,
other.
but
I
is
just
the
know
best
Demon is a
answer?
demon.
Time will tell. I mean, I feel like it's a little early, you know, especially when you don't know exactly where he's going to profit at. You're going to try and do a Blazing Duet rush into the background, but yeah, Martis with a Mortal Coils to kind of stop you. And you have Uranus, who's pretty sustainable, could survive majority of that as long as a little bit of separation to regen himself. So I don't know if the Claude will really profit, and you're going to have to bank on getting to that late game. Looking at early game, though, when it comes to both of these teams,
Kaja
Avalon
Frank
does
was still up for
have
Baji
Paquito
Bodge.
there, right? You have the Paquito stacked up with the Alpha. Is it the best duo combination on planet Earth for Mobile Legends Bang Bang? Probably not. Not something you typically see. I mean, you mentioned yourself. When is the last time you've seen a Paquito in the Land of Dawn? But when I look at Bloodhounds or Bloodthirsty Kings, they have Mobazane running this Martis. I'm definitely a fan, right? He has the early neutral objectives, and Martis, the first hero so far in the NACT regular season, to be able to pull off that Savage, and definitely credits to him picking that up. I think it's going to be a powerful
Demon do got that dog on him.
Stack it up with the
That's a fact.
The Terrify.
Okay, this is bad. They're gonna take Kaja? Oh man, they're gonna take Kaja. They'll take no.
Kaja open. So
Are they gonna take Kaja?
good pick.
And what? Botch go
Avalon can
fucking
pick
Grok?
up, But with that being said, Yado can also pick up that Divine Judgment.
Cause like
So
Kufra against
another
Pack
team
and
that really is a
eh,
good choice. Kufra is also a really good option
no.
here, and Loli is still open as well. So there's still a lot of things that Avalon can use. Actually, they can also use Florin paired up with the Alpha. But Wheezy, what are you thinking? You're thinking. What are you thinking?
Kaja's still on the table.
Kaja is still on the table, yeah. And they did ban out the Franco, so I am looking for a direct answer. And if they can take away the Kaja, that'd be great. But
Somebody said maybe Bruno question mark. I'm about to ban you,
I
bro.
guess one of my
Respectfully.
guesses were correct. So it's gonna be Kufra. BTK still can opt in for the Kaja actually. So
Kaj
up to
carry?
Raj if he wants to play the
Ka-
Kaja.
Only
with
Kaja if we taking carry.
Suppression heroes: Franco, Kaja, and Chow. So it's one of those three. I'm really confident that Joey Baju might pick up one of those. There it is.
Carry maybe.
ISO. I am calling.
Just because you get to walk around with Purify for the Kufra.
Actually, Brody, maybe.
I'm thinking carry because you get to walk around with Purify against a fucking Kufra.
Up against
That's what I think, Chief.
No, maybe ISO has to call Wheezy over the phone. You know, hey Wheezy, I might need you on the phone. But
I mean,
might
Beatrix
see.
is not a bad option.
It's not. It's not. Beatrix and Brody are actually pretty good here, but it all depends on ISO. But his comfort.
Okay.
Oh. Wheezy.
I mean, Easy Peasy did do good yesterday with the Wan, so.
ISO, but into a Kufra?
I think this is the third appearance of Wanwan so far in the entire regular season 1 of NACT fall season, right? Now we are seeing ISO pick it up. Does he profit? You know, we'll have to see. I mean, I like the draft from BTK so far, though, but Demon finalizing the draft for Avalon is going to pick up this Farza. Now, I don't know, because there's a lot of heroes that can dive into the Farza, and then not to mention, Yato has the Valentina. Now he has a Feathered Airstrike. There wasn't really any ultimates in that kit for him to profit off of that much. But when you
What do you guys think, chat? After seeing the draft, what do you guys think?
on their team. They also have Joy Bosch, who does have.
I'm thinking 2-0 BTK now. That's my honest prediction right now. 2-0. Give 2-0. Let's go.
It's going to be an instant crossbow tank for a pickoff on possibly the entire team when it comes to the 5v5. So Avalon, it's looking
Let's
like a
go.
little bit of an upscale battle in the draft. I'm going to have to lean in terms of draft in favor for BTK.
Yeah, but I'm also a little bit worried about ISO, right? The ball coming in from Arvel on this Kufra might be a little bit of an issue when they do end up in the team fight. So ISO can't get really up too close into the team fights. But Wheezy, take us into the first match of the second series.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now jumping into the semifinals, the second series.
Go. 3
for regular season 1 NACT fall. Who will be able to claim victorious? Will it be Mobazane and BTK, the reigning champs from the spring season, or will it be the new and upcoming revamped Empire, now going by the name of Avalon?
Yeah, we already
Okay, Alpha, red tree.
that mid lane Arvel.
Can we get that mid crab?
Basic actually is gonna clear that mid lane together.
Big, Bud, big. Wow, big, Budge, big. Wow, good job, Budge. Big. Wow, big. Hold on, what the fuck?
But Basic already chunked down very low.
Chill, nigga.
Yeah, already taking a lot of damage. Basic being very comfortable, but may find himself in the early grave if he's not.
I like how we aggressive today. I like that though.
Trying to find an early
We're all up in there. We're all up in that
That's what
bitch.
you gotta do, right? Basic is running the Claude, the mid to late game damage dealer, and if you can shut him down in the early game,
Manta!
that power spike, and
Buset.
Yato is gonna do exactly that and find him. Takes down the kill and draws first blood.
We all up in that bitch.
Beautiful deny coming in from Yada, putting Basic on the line over there on that top side. First blood being picked up by BTK. Basic already having a hard time with this Claude, and ISO being able to freely farm his top side over there, which gives an automatic.
And Yato got the kill.
Okay, but look at bot
Valid.
side. Chicken already giving a lot of pressure on Totenak on this EXP lane. Easy peasy, looking for
Chicken opted out for that skin? He went for the mustache, man. Excuse me, ma'am. I must ask you a question. Sorry, chat. Sorry.
Chicken already putting a lot of pressure on Totenak.
Yeah, already already putting on a lot of pressure, trying to take the advantage. Chicken running something he's comfortable on, and that is definitely going to be this Uranus. As you are going to see Zane pulling the aggro for this turtle. Maybe able to take this as look at the positioning from Fallen. He's
Shit's easy.
Distance to be able to contest it, and Zane will claim this objective for BTK, but we got to kind of jump in on what these teams are fighting for so far, right? This is regular season 1 semifinals. Whoever wins here will move forward to the grand finals to fight it out, and they are battling for points, right? The top 4 teams inside of regular season 1 will have an advantage in being able to move on to the playoffs possibly. There are 3 stages when it comes to this competition, and then after the grand finals today, we will have a battle of the bronze where you'll be able to see the teams fight it out for 3rd and 4th place, fighting for that 70 and 60 points. But first place will have 100 points, which is a huge advantage going into regular season 2, which will be next weekend. It is a new structure, and we got to make sure everybody is moving with us as there's a lot to intake. But speaking of intake, items now on the board, and you're already seeing where they're going.
Can we get Farsa? Farsa, flicker. Yes. I saw that on the map. Oh man, she lived. But she wasted flicker. Okay. Yo, the fucking person that's controlling them. Like, how the fuck do I see this shit? Come on, cameraman, wake up, chief.
4 items to do her power spike with a crossbow Tang, but topside skirmish.
Yeah, a little bit of the skirmish on the way, but BTK not going to be afraid to take this fight that Avalon started, and is going to make them retreat out of that engagement. I mean, they already got first blood, and they also got the first...
Farsa no flicker, Farsa no flicker. That should be going on in the comms right now. Farsa no F, Demon no F. Wow, Demon. Wow, buena Demon, mamañemo.
That's where the focus needs to be for Avalon, right? Shut down ISO. Basic already being comfortable. If they can find a way to get the ADC, they can make this game work in their favor. But if not, BTK may have the advantage. All Joy Bosch has to do is hit that Divine Judgment alongside, you know, that ISO on the 1-1, and that's a free crossbow Tang.
I like how everyone's playing this slow, right? Both sides are just taking their time, farming, not really committing too much to these team fights, but Chicken already trying to bully the blue buff over there for the side of Avalon.
He's applying pressure. Good job, Chick. Getting vision. Free obs now. Good job, Chick.
Completely zoned out by Chicken on this Uranus, and Zane's like, go ahead and pick up this turtle, and Basic and Arvel might be in a very tight situation as they are looking for something up here.
Yeah, and there goes the Blazing Duet. ISO taking a lot of that damage, but does not fall. But the Tyrant's Rage onto the wall, onto Joybaj, out of position. Request for pods as Arvel is going to go ahead and take down Joybaj.
I mean, at least Arvel got the kill, you know?
All around this brief intermission.
I saw what Baj was trying to do there, but it was unfortunate. But at least Arvel got the kill and not Basic.
Battle for the second spot in the grand finals. The first one went to the Ohio brothers, shutting down Bloodhounds in a 2-1 finish. And now versus Avalon, both of them fresh off of...
Man said PhD in Rizonomics. Lil. The boy who cried Riz, you heard?
To get to where they are today. But who will have their record tarnished? Who will be able to move on forward to the grand finals?
Yeah, and with this little pause going on right now, nothing too much here. We need to also talk about that mid to late game, right? 1-1 and Cloud both take really long.
Yo, what the hell?
It depends on who is really team fight oriented and who can execute it out the best.
They were showing the
looking at
series.
Blazing Duet versus a crossbow of Tang, right? The Blazing Duet is able to partner up with Dexter and do AoE damage to the whole entire team, unlike 1-1 versus ISO running in.
Alright, GG, we're back.
Sustained burst damage, right? So is he able to knock down the entire backline with the crossbow Tang? Will that be enough damage when we come to the mid to late game? But the scoreboard is still really even. Gold is in slightly of hands of BTK. We are looking at about a 1k gold lead, but everything still seems very slow. But mid,
they do see a little bit of that skirmish on the way, but I mean, we gotta give credit to Mobile Zane so far, right? I mean, he's gotten both of the turtles that have spawned on the map so far, and falling a little short on the mark to be able to get there for the contest. I mean, they're not even contesting it or trading. They're just allowing them to take these neutral objectives, and if you're not careful, you'll find a snowball that you can't stop. Speaking of snowballs, down goes the turret on the bottom side.
And nobody died top.
Pressure of Chicken and Mobile Zane, the dynamic duo that we've seen time and time again in Mobile Legends Bang Bang 4 North America.
Two dynamic noobs.
Being forced to use that flicker on that bot side. Looks like Zane and Chicken's pressure is a little too much, but here comes the mid lane pressure. Arvel, Basic, and Demo working as a trio to put a lot of pressure on Yato to prevent him from pushing up any of these lanes. But Joybaj
is going to possibly go in, but no, he is going to still keep his distance, right? I mean, looking at what's been achieved so far, 2 turtles and 1 turret for BTK. Nothing answered back for Avalon, minus the 1 kill that they're able to pick up, shutting down Joybaj. So
One more claw. GG. Continue. I see that Bodge. Go Bodge. Buena Bodge. Buena Bodge. Bodge flicker. Bodge
as long
flicker.
as they play patient,
Oh, we're not going for that?
they can
Jen.
this lead, but for Avalon, it's not out of their hands yet. I mean, it's still the early game, 6 minutes in. A very slow-paced game, though.
Alright,
I mean,
okay,
it's
let's
only
take it
1-1
slow.
over
Get the
6
next
minutes in.
turtle.
The
3
last
turtles
match,
in
you
our
can
pocket
see
type shit.
About at this mark, we've had at least like 8 kills on the board from both teams combined. So I admire the patience from both sides, but when it comes to playing the patient game, if you don't take a risk on the side of Avalon, the BTK is going to win it out because they have the objectives.
Yeah, both teams are playing very macro focused. We're only seeing 1-1, right? In the previous games, even yesterday, we saw a lot of kills on the board, a lot of kill hungry
Chicken that
teams,
flicker.
right? But they are looking for a trade on this bot side. Chicken has to be really careful. Uranus is a good sustained hero, but how much can he sustain? He's gonna go ahead and lose that turret, and here it goes, the siege.
Yeah, it does get stunned onto the wall, but wait, he's still
Nice
alive. He just
collapse,
can't kill
Walls.
Uranus anymore.
Basic, you it? No, basic. What are you doing, Chief?
Mobazane is going to find Fallen with the decimation. ISO is going to take down Totenac.
Jin.
Airstrike going down from Yato. Where the 5x5 zone is, but Mobazane in the middle of all the chaos tries to find another kill, but Demon shuts him down.
Nah, that wasn't supposed to happen. We just gave a double kill to Demon
He's
for
going to find Joybaj.
Yeah,
Find
we'll be
another
alright.
kill for Avalon, evening out the scoreboard 3-3.
Chicken didn't even have to recall, and he's right back to full health. Look at him. He's really just a big chunk of metal walking around. No one's touching him, but Demon might just be caught out here.
Alright.
Ooh, you're right. Yato going to seal the deal with the additional damage provided from ISO.
Chicken no
That
flicker
will
now,
give the
bro.
opportunity
That's the
for
thing.
Yato
So we
to
got
take the
mid.
lane, and Chicken will finally
We still win that
fall.
trade. Be alright.
Totenac is going to pick
We'll be
up the
alright.
assistance of Basic, but at what cost?
Still win
I
that
mean,
trade.
it was just a distraction. to
XP
allow
for
BTK to
Demon.
open up the mid lane.
We still got the mid
Yeah, a
lane
lot of
turret.
macro focus plays coming
take
from
it slow.
BTK. Good
Yeah,
damage
alright.
coming in from Chicken. We are seeing a little bit of a gold lead coming in from BTK, but Claude and Wanwan are scaling very well. Claude is able to get his 2 core items, but Wanwan ISO is able to build 3, also locking in that Wind of Nature to help with the sustain against Fallen, Totenac.
Oh yeah, easy peasy farmed as fuck. We just gotta play around easy peasy. Yup, good job.
No answer
Walking
right
in Dulu.
now for the side of Avalon to the top or mid turrets, and they need to be able to
Like
trade
even if
out
Bodge
because
ults the
late
Kufra
Luna's coming up
and
in
easy
the
peasy is
second
able to get his
phase, we are
stacks
going
on
to see a
wow.
little skirmish,
Buena
but
Bodge. Mama huevo. GG. Ooh.
Flicker
What
out
the
just in time,
Damn,
able
but
to
we
stay
had that.
alive from that Divine Judgment, and also ISO with the 1-1. Now, ISO does still have his Inspire, so you
Damn,
have to watch
Chicken
out for
put
this. He can definitely take the kill, as Fallen is going to pick up one for himself, finds Fried Chicken, and takes the turret on the top side, but on the bottom side, and answer back as ISO will be able to take the
Ooh,
2-2.
Kufa flicker ulted.
And that's
Top
still
lane,
the
I seen
lead
it.
in terms of turrets for BTK as Fallen
What the
finds
fuck
Mobazane
going
by the
on?
airstrike going down. A lot of fighting going across the land of Dawn today, but you are still seeing BTK leading the way in the early game.
they are leading the way, but Avalon just pushed up BTK's turrets all the way to their inhibitors, and Joybot just
Nice.
Ooh, feather airstrike dropping down. Yato finds Demon crossbow.
Fucking go easy peasy. Talk your fucking shit, nigga.
Chases Fallen, trying to
Damn, easy peasy.
trying to hit the creeps for some additional HP. Knocks Joybosh airborne.
Ooh.
But the Divine Judgment just in time catches Arvo. Blade duet from Basic, trying to catch Joybosh, but not able to take him out.
So unfortunate for
Get
easy
away.
peasy.
No, he doesn't. As Basic will take him down. And now Basic trying to escape the wrath of Ice.
So unfortunate, so unfortunate.
Separation he was looking for, but look at Yato trying to wrap around, trying to close it out. But Basic will find his way back to the base to safety.
Free obs though. Free obs.
Marathon to get out of that crossbow tang. Even though Zane just got taken off the board, they do get their hands on Lord first, and this is going to be a Lord into the hands of BTK, and Avalon needs to look for a response. Basic is scaling pretty
Reset.
well, but he has 6 assists. All the kills are not into his favor. Unlike BTK, ISO sitting perfectly at 2-0-2, and the lead is still into the hands of BTK.
Yeah, definitely in their hands, and Yato leading the way. Half the kills in his favor. 3-0 on 2 KDA. Best KDA on the playing field so far. Concealed play from Joybosh. A little bit of recon. Trying to spot out the members of Avalon and find an opportunity for BTK to punish, right? I mean, this is a very passive game for both sides. I mean, Avalon, even though they're down in terms of objectives, they're still able to kind of keep the scoreboard even. They're down by 2,000, though. And with this Lord, I'm expecting BTK to try and increase this advantage by taking the tier 2 turrets to the mid and top side.
And look at top side. ISO already trying to push up these turrets with the Lord coming down on that bot side. A good read from Avalon.
Free all. Wait, whoa. Be careful there, pal.
Does get hit with the Divine Judgment. ISO will be able to pick up the kill. Immortality has been procced, and Arvo
Easy got the kill fresh.
ISO does pick it up. Zane will
You got the
find
inhib. Push mid.
No, the inhibitor on the bottom side. The base has been cracked open for Avalon. BTK putting on the pressure, not letting their foot off the gas anytime soon, as down goes the tier 2 for the mid lane, and minions crashing into the base. Two inhibitors standing. Can they take these objectives? Blazing duet from Basic, trying to pull off, but Chicken to shut him down.
Oh, they put in a path. Wow. Manta.
For the mid and the top side stand strong.
And look at Yato doing a lot of damage with the Feather Airstrike using the IMU. Gonna go ahead and zone out the back line, but
Mr. Boombastic Brands, question mark? Nah, let me stop. Shout out Basic, that's my homie.
A lot of economy away from Avalon to prevent them from any scalage, especially Basic running this quad.
Yeah, looking at Basic, right? I mean, he hasn't fallen too often. I mean, he's only had 2 deaths and 6 assists, but when you're looking at ISO, he's
Mr. Boombastic. Oops, sorry.
A Wind of Nature in his hands. Basic did pick up a Wind of Nature as well, so I mean, they can both negate the physical damage for a short period of time. But when it comes to overall farm, you are looking at ISO leading by 2,000 gold. But a request for a pause does go in from Yato. So with this brief intermission, 8-7 on the board. What does Avalon have to do to turn this back around?
That's creative.
And they have to be careful though, however,
Who
right?
called, wait, who called Peterson?
If they're able to hold out for a little bit longer, Basic can use all those core items and actually put in forth the damage, but I'm a little bit worried, right? Because they have a lot of pressure still for the side of BTK. Chicken still being able to pressure up Akito. Yato sitting at a perfect KD of 302 is able to copy the Feather Airstrike and make it his, and is able to zone out the entire backline of Avalon, which means Claude and Fallen, and especially Demon on this far side, they can't walk up. So I feel like it's a battle of whoever uses the Feather Airstrike first, lowers them down enough for the marks to damage. But ISO is doing very well scaling right now, right? With the help of Joy Botch on this Kaja. Single target suppression works very well for 1-1 and is able to trigger the crossbow of Tang very fast.
So we called 2 pauses already?
But once I feel like Joy Botch is taken off the table, or even the
might be like a time limit, like maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes. There we go, coming back.
To be able to flip things around a little bit, but I'm not seeing too much of this Paquito being played in right. Yes, he has these punches, he is able to throw, but not enough CC to be able to root any side of BTK.
I told y'all niggas, bro. Told NACT XP, lady.
I mean, they are at where they need to be to close this out, right? I mean, there's only one inhibitor standing for Avalon right now, and BTK knows if they can push in with this next Lord, they can close out this game. I mean, looking at ISO, 3-0-3.
Can still play?
1-1, and they do
wow, buena badge, manta.
Grab Totenak, and a crossbow ting may be on the way, but no, Mobazane is going to hit the decimation to secure the kill. 1 member falling for Avalon, 9 seconds until the Lord does spawn in. And with the numbers in favor for BTK, they will be able to take this objective possibly uncontested.
Yeah, and we are looking.
You feel me, Hugs and Coach?
And yes, I feel like it's very uncontested. Avalon can't really step too much out of
Nah, that shit was funny. On the stream I did earlier, bro. All towards coming out of nowhere. All lowercase is YouTube names.
Be careful. Backs are up against the wall, and that's
telling BTK with the pick and shit. El Coach.
And one mistake.
El Coach.
But BTK also
Tú sabes, chicas.
we are known for them to play a little bit aggressive when it comes to these last minute plays, and they are very aggressive to be able to throw sometimes, right? We've seen it a couple times in the previous season as well, and we have to see if they are disciplined.
Trying to see the builds. Please tell me Easy Peasy has like Rose Gold Meteor or like Patinas for Demon.
Shoved pretty early for the side of BTK in the top and the mid side.
Luminous Lord making his way through the mid lane. This is where BTK tries to close it out, right? You were looking at Zane on the bottom side, already clearing those minions. Lord crashing down the mid lane, and on the top side, Joy Bosch, Yato, and ISO.
All spells are up.
Position for a possible game.
Empire,
Demon did pick
or
up
I
the
should say
Divine Blade,
Avalon.
though, so he will have that late.
Mr. Boombastic, what's going on?
Turn this around, but
Jesus.
turn it around, Basic.
Jen.
Behind enemy lines. Not sure if that was the right decision. Gets hit with the mortar coils. He's gonna be on my backward.
Damn, Easy Peasy.
He's gonna find Fallen. Tank has been activated onto Demon, who does make his way back to the base for some regen.
Easy peasy, Good fucking shit, easy peasy. Fucking kidding me, bro?
Not enough to stop them. It's the bloodthirsty Kings claim
Back to
game
back
Avalon.
days, MVP, easy peasy. That's how you feeling today?
Looks like a
Word?
pretty quick game coming in for
That's how you
BTK.
feeling, easy
Both
peasy?
teams played very
Came to
well
work today, huh?
the entire game, so we are looking
Came
at a
to
very
work,
low
nigga.
score,
I
but
like that.
it was played very well by both sides. So I feel like BTK did execute that.
Easy peasy back-to-back MVPs, gentlemen?
Very good
Question mark?
discipline to not throw like sometimes how they usually do, but they did use that time bomb and ticked it off at the
Best
right
goal in
time.
NA?
First
We all know
game,
Lord
that
R is
is
the best goal in
BTK.
All
So
due
both
respect.
BTK and
but-
Avalon did do very well in that early game, but fell off a little bit mid.
Easy peasy going crazy, though.
We're gonna have to think some strategies out, and I do believe they can take away a game away from BTK. They have all the potential. So Weezy, break down these stats.
I mean, they could if they just draft like amazing.
Right, BTK, even though this was a very passive game, they were able to take the objectives before Avalon, right? I mean, 8 turrets in their hands compared to 3 for Avalon, 2 lords and 3 turtles. No turtles went to the side of Avalon at all. They didn't even take a single lord. All they took was 3 turrets. And I think that's just where it started, right? They're playing very passive. BTK had an early game.
No more Chow.
I mean, you're looking at
You see how easy shit is, bro? No Chow and fucking...
both of them pair up so well
Nice.
together.
Buena.
Allow Fried Chicken to run something he's comfortable on, which is pretty much unkillable, which is that Uranus, which created the opportunity for him to be very mobile.
What's your role in BTK?
I think the
The chief commander.
And ISO with
Model.
the Raja, with the Wan for a divine judgment stacked up with the
Behind the scenes, the puppet master, you could
just
say.
allowed all of these compositions to work out in BTK's favor, and definitely they won it inside a draft. I mean, you can definitely see it on paper, and also the execution pulled off by them. So jumping into game 2, right? This is a best of 3. This is a sim.
Oh shit, we jumping straight to it, gentlemen? Oh, I was about to say, bro.
Gotta see Avalon formulate a
I was about to be like,
strategy
nice.
to kind of disrupt the early game phase from BTK.
Yeah, in this replay right here, I feel like Basic used the Blazing Duet a little bit too early, right? You kind of want to save your ult to be able to...
Like, I know Basic is a good player and shit, but like, he kind of played weird. I don't know if that's because Arvo is his tank or Basic a little bit rusty.
Through all the minions and end up taking that win. So maybe in the team fights, and when it comes to these post-game stats, we can definitely see the rich guy, the carry. It's all going to be into the hands of ISO, the sandbag, the Uranus, right? Is the walking, healing champion. So it's going to go ahead into the hands of Fried Chicken and Joybodge, coming in with the most amount of assists, almost a 100% KP participation. It's going to be 10 to 7.
Chicken, only 11% damage, you bastard, Chicken.
Executed it very
What a
well.
bastard.
But Avalon needs to come into response for that. Maybe switch around their draft a little bit. And I would like to see a better EXP, right? I'm not saying that Paquito is a bad...
Toadknight can't play no other XP. That's the thing, Eunice.
Like a Yuzong.
He's a tanker.
Charizla. Esmeralda. We want to see more of those sustainable EXP laners to help with those team fights.
Yeah, I mean, when you're
That boy is a slab. He is a roamer. Get him off Myro. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Right.
I'm about to sub in for Toadknight, make things interesting.
I feel like it was more of a reactive play style from Avalon.
Wow, let me get on MLBB. I gotta sub in. Nah, let me stop.
Side of the game, and they're just reacting
Nah.
to everything. You got to be the one to take the first
Hell
step,
nah.
or at least match it, right? You
Yeah.
don't want to be playing into their hands and letting them take the game away from you. So, as we jump into game 2, I can't wait to see where this goes. Something new with the addition of Avalon is they do have Basic, right? An international player. He has experience that a lot of players in North America do not have. So,
Taylor, what are you on about right now?
weapon that can kind of push them through.
That's Carlos, girl.
Get to profit as much as he probably would have liked to in that game. ISO was leading the way in terms of gold. He definitely was scaling way better. Zane, all across the map,
I'm good off
getting to
that.
the neutral objectives way before Fallen could. Every time Zane was on a turtle, Fallen was across the map on the orange buff, right? He was playing catch up to Zane's rotation, and that just shows you why Zane is the king of junglers for North America.
Buena, Louis, mamma mia.
It's pretty much unmatchable. So maybe Fallen finding a way to get around and get to those objectives at the same time as Zane is a start. Something that could be implemented that TOB does when they go up against BTK is they keep Shark on Zane, right? He's always there. He's giving vision on the jungle. Zane's on
Denial
purple
is
buff.
huge.
Zane's on orange buff. Let me try and go in and take this purple buff. You know, I'm sure they get on VC after all this is over and talk about it. And Zane's like, come on, man. Like, you couldn't let me get that purple buff. Like, but I feel like more tanks need to kind of implement that type of play style, especially against MOBA Zane. You have to find a way to deny him in the jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's up with that second game, Hugs?
From
I'm trying to say.
Of previous game, Shark is just like you said, always invading.
I'm about to play some MLBB Brawl with 4 E-Girls at midnight, York.
Any last bit to make sure the jungle doesn't scale too much in the early game. But in these
Type
games,
shit.
right, you saw a lot of macro plays, right? They were being really careful. They're playing very slow, right? And a lot of more turret pushes than fights, so just taking objectives and go, go, go. But Zane, we all know that he is the king of objectives. So all he literally does is
Nigga
just
said
ignore
brawlers.
objectives
Hell no.
and dip, right? He just bounces, and if there is a fight, he'll contribute, right? But he really just takes objectives, does what he's got to do, go farm, and he just bounces off. So maybe the early snowball is really carried in by Zane, right? He's taking all these objectives, getting all this farm, kind of shoving that.
Yo, can y'all leave her alone, though?
Really contribute to the fight. He's always there for pressure.
She ain't do nothing to ya. Get off her dick.
Maybe for Avalon, take out the suppressions, right? Joy Bosch is known for running these suppression tanks. Kaja, Franco.
We came here to watch MLBB. Let's enjoy Mobile Legends Bang Bang. You feel me?
Rock hard tanks such as Lolita, Kufra, and make it go as a battle of who can set better, which can, turn around the games a little bit more and maybe open up a lot of more drafts.
We came here to see Bodge, not pick Chow. So let's focus on that.
Yeah,
While we talking about anything else here,
I think
gentlemen?
that's where it starts, right? I mean, looking at Avalon, within game one, they took a Paquito and an Alpha with everything on the table for them to grab. Mind you, Uranus was available. The Valentina was up there.
Lapu, Esme.
Lapu. Well, I guess Uranus wasn't there because BTK had first
BTK
pick.
took
So
it.
Uranus was gone.
Arlott.
But they could have denied the Uranus
Yeah.
from being picked up at all. You could have banned it out and allowed Fredrin to walk. They banned Fredrin in Uranus's place. And then I'm like, okay, fine. You ban out the Fredrin, right? And you give them Uranus. And so I'm like, okay, in theory, you can profit somewhere, right? You can pick up a Valentina, or you can pick up something that we traditionally see on the North American scene.
The trades.
For teams that are more successful in the regular season. But no, they go in for a little bit of an orthodox type of pick, right? You go for the Paquito.
Start the match. Start the match. Start the match.
You could have profited on something that was more valuable that early in the draft and still had a chance to pick the Alpha.
Yeah.
When's the last time we've seen an Alpha and a Paquito banned? Normally when it comes to the pick phase for even the first or second of the draft, it just doesn't really happen. So I think maybe kind of reordering the way they're drafting and trying to deny valuable picks to go into the hands.
I'm fucking looking through the monitor, bro. I'm not even paying attention. My bad. What happened, chat?
Their players, right? And I can't say this enough. We said it in our last season when we first casted, right, Weezy? It doesn't really
Snacks, you gonna order pizza?
who is top tier, who is
Be careful there.
like, king of the king, right? These players have their name.
Be
they
careful
have to
there.
play. But
A lot of people be like, yo, it's okay to take a break from the gym. Yo, it's okay to cheat on your diet. That's just one day setting yourself back.
It's differently depending on their draft.
Feel me?
So you can't give one draft that a team played over to another team and be like, okay,
You'll never catch me slacking.
when that's not really the situation, right? So I feel like draft is also an issue, right? Just like Weezy said, the trades weren't really.
After you have that pizza, you're gonna be like, after you finish with it, you're gonna look in the mirror like, damn.
Picks to leave open
The dark thoughts is gonna come out like, wow.
Right now,
Like, yo, I wasn't even worth it.
Chicken was just
You might as well order yourself a chicken breast,
bro.
bruh.
Freely. Nobody was
Feel
able
me?
to touch him unless it was literally a full 5-man, literally jumping on him to take him out of the board. But yeah, Weezy, I would have to agree with you. You're 100% around that one.
And speaking of the NACT,
Like, no gay shit. I know it's about to sound gay, but like before you put something in your mouth, bro, like in terms of like consuming something or eating something or drinking something, bro, remember the ideal physique you want.
The top 8 in North America. We are now on regular season 1. Yesterday was day 1. We are now on day 2, single elimination stage 2. We are going to go ahead and see them fight it out. But this is going to move on to stage 2. It's double elimination. That is the point breakdown. First place gets 100 points. Last place will be 60 points. And you are seeing a 10-point differential in between from 4th through 1st. Playoffs will be double elimination, right? You are seeing the brackets right before you all the way down to the grand finals, which will be the top 2 finalists fighting it out. But there will only be one team who will move forward as the champions and claim their spot, their seat in M5, as that is what we are all here for, to see who will be North America's contender in the World Series.
Yeah, this bracket is a little bit different than our last year's NACT, so I know it's a little bit hard to follow up, but we are trying
Victor
to...
Zane said you are rich. I'm rich in my mind. That's about it.
Still playing each other, and this is
Rich in spirit.
intense as last NACT,
Rich and Girth as
are
well.
seeing your top favorite teams go up against each
Other
other.
than
But
that, I'm
last
working on it.
NACT, yes, there was a venue held in Las Vegas and was able to go to the HyperX Arena.
The Valley Vegas, baby. The Valley meetup. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
In ISF.
The Valley Vegas, baby. The Valley meetup.
It's not just winning this NACT, it's the M5. This is what everyone's been waiting for. This is what everyone wants to take home. You know, the players are probably like, screw the money, screw the win. I just want to go to M5, you know, go against some top teams, right? But we have a lot on the line. So this is still a very intense bracket, and there is a huge, huge prize at the very end. It might not be the money, but it might be their ticket to go over to M5. But we are back in the draft. This time, Avalon's going to be on your side, Wheezy. So you're going to go ahead and
let's wrap it up, gentlemen.
Here. But just like we talk about the win conditions, Wheezy, go ahead and recap them for me.
Yeah, I mean, looking at when it came to the draft for game one, I mean, BTK won that thoroughly, right? They had multiple different answers that could just tear Avalon apart, right? I mean, we've seen the Kaj and the 1-1 combination. We've seen the Martis going in with the Valentina in the early game.
Van Valentina, maybe?
That is where it kind of started. And then you gave Chicken the unkillable Uranus, which I know he was just jumping up and down for that one. So into game two, I feel like that's where we start at, right? Getting them uncomfortable in the draft, right? Where can you find the weak points for BTK to make them uncomfortable and not get too many comfort picks? I think that's where you start. So hopefully with game two, we see that from Avalon. But we are looking at their bans coming out, and it's a little bit surprising again. I mean, they're focusing so heavily on Mobazane, and keep in mind, they are first pick, which means you only get one hero. If you pick non-traditional meta bans, then you allow these meta bans to walk 2 pickups for BTK. So that may be their game plan, as you are going to go ahead and see them take out the Angela alongside that.
It's okay if they take Uranus, because we could just get Terizla. Just don't give Demon Valentina. That'll be bad.
But it's surprising to see them banning it as well. But I don't know. I mean, maybe if it walks, we see Avalon picking it up. But as we progress through the regular season and we get more statistics on this team, we'll be able to evaluate that a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I feel like Zane shouldn't be the big focus here, right? That's not really the issue, right? Zane can always run something else. And I feel like Avalon needs to understand that there's still a lot of tank junglers open. There's still Bane. He's run that before. He's run the tanks a lot.
Yo, if y'all niggas ever see me in Brawl with 4 E-girls, bro, mind your business.
Savage game picked up by Easy Peasy just shows Mars is still very viable, right?
Feel me?
Fredrin, yes. Baksha, yes.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Most comfort picks. We all understand that, but I feel like the focus shouldn't really be on the junglers. It should be more towards the EXP laners or even the mages right now. And you saw that in last game, right? TOB versus Bloodhounds, they kept banning out all of those mages. That's what really needs to happen. The meta has shifted, so maybe instead of focusing too much on Zane, maybe focus on Yato and Chicken.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Avalon's game plan right now is take down Mobazane.
Vita up, Valentina up.
Player he is, right? I mean, you're completely trying to ban out all his options, but there goes a ban that I actually can kind of stand behind, and that is the Uranus.
I don't think Zane is going to touch Granger.
Not just because of how
Granger and Alpha, actually. He ain't going to take that shit.
But just how good it is overall.
I don't know what Martis are going to be honest.
Can pretty much cut behind enemy lines, even with a full 5-man team against him, and get out alive and bait out all of that utility.
Trying to find out what type of time you on?
So I like what I'm seeing.
I'll be chilling, bro.
Now with the first pick being on the table,
chilling.
I'm still kind of scratching my head because Avalon could have took the Uranus.
Know what I'm saying? I'll be chilling.
Instead, so you're kind of working against yourself in the drafting phase, and maybe they're just not too comfortable on it, or maybe they're trying to limit
they take Kaj.
suppression on the table, and they're gonna go ahead and pick up this Kaj. So
Do we just take Valentina to Vita? That'll be good.
Man, you could have had the Uranus in your hands.
Yeah, but there's still a Franco on the board, right? It's not the end of the world with these suppression heroes, and knowing that Uranus got banned out, the Arla, I was just about to harp on the Arla. It was the trade, I guess you could say that it's a trade, but we also...
Arla low-key fell off a bit, but thank God it's Chicken on Arla.
Literally have first pick, and they just...
Chicken on Arla, valid. Anyone else on Arla in this meta? No good.
The Valentina is going to be...
Arla fell off, high key, bro. But it's Chicken on Arla, so it's respectable.
When we just take these heroes and put them by each other and look at exactly what they provide, right?
You think you're slick?
In Arla, Valentina can tear terrified.
Bro, Snacks, catch me from the Dominican barbershop like that, bro.
And if you have Arlott right next to you, he's gonna get those.
For me, like on the Facebook days type shit. You heard? You remember back in 2015, nigga? What are you talking about?
But speaking of combinations,
I feel like myself again, bruh. Know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you got the six-pack on you, you heard?
When you watch Navaria snipe alongside Beatrix and they both connect on one play,
Type shit. That's what kind of mood I'm on.
Will be exciting to see if Avalon can pull it off, but this is going to be the second time we've seen Navaria slide it today. First time was Bo Carrasco, and they were able to pull off victory in that game, and this time it will be
You feel me, Poke? Yeah, this bitch set up the next big thing. Bitch, shut the fuck up and suck this big thing. Blueface, baby, yeah, alright.
Did show this, and actually Bloodhounds was the game that actually showed that Novaria takes some
Alright, now, I'm trolling toward. Alright, back to MO.
Cryo compared to Novaria, but I see a Beatrix getting picked up. Zia was able to portray.
Oh, they got the sniper combo, the Navaria and the Beatrix. I think left side draft is better right now, to be honest. But we finna see.
I am excited to see Basic run this Beatrix, and ooh, Grok, and that's gonna be Chicken. No, it's gonna be a Rome, and Arla is gonna be played by Chicken.
No way Khadija just went through the draft, bro. I'm baffled.
Frontline presence for the side of BTK. It works, right? I mean, it's not something I'd be like, oh man, they put Grok. Like, why would you do that? I feel like it's a safe pick. You don't really know which way it's gonna go.
But they got the bullet six-pack. Facts, bro.
Provide a little bit more CC. We can hug the wall, and we can also.
My physique is garbage, though.
I think that's a wise decision from BTK. Not to mention something interesting is Mobazane, or not Mobazane, but Yato picking up this Valentina, right? He does have the Divine Judgment to choose from if he really wants to go in and take that ultimate away from Demon. They do have suppression. They might not.
Ban.
Well, I guess they can't take the Franco because they took
That's
the Rock.
ban.
They have suppression working their favor, so he can kind of pick and choose when he wants to go in and grab somebody. But we have to also keep in mind when he does use the suppression, he kind of keeps.
Yeah, left side fucking draft look crazy. I don't even know. Left side draft look fucking crazy. Avalon draft looks wild right now. Like I'm low-key scared type shit.
Fallen when he tries to get these neutral objectives.
They don't even know. I don't expect them to know, bro. I didn't take some shirtless pictures on my Instagram story, bro.
They can get off that retribution.
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe a Franco ban, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because, oh wait, no, they do have a roam, so no, they don't need a ban on roam. Okay, because I was gonna say Joybotch is known for those single suppression rooms, so I was trying to see maybe if Avalon bans out Joybotch's suppression roams, that might just be a better idea. But I did not see the Grok actually. It didn't click in my head. It got picked in last minute, so I was trying to figure out where this
Damn,
is
what
going.
single
But
play, bro?
Avalon's still trying to ban out Zane. It's going to be that Martis. And
Oh, we're going for.
give a call over to Alpha and be like, stop banning Zane.
I mean, it's better than Granger, to be honest.
But we're gonna go ahead and see Alpha getting picked up.
Matter of fact, is it? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like Zane's a bit tilted on Alpha and Granger whenever he plays those two. Hopefully he could like reset his mental.
And that's why BTK is
Last time he went Alpha, he went like 0 and 100.
So
I remember.
They're gonna go ahead and respond back. Joybotch, I feel like they kind of knew that Kaja getting picked up. It's not his most comfortable room is the Kaja, right? But knowing that it's being picked up by Avalon, Joybotch is gonna offer something else, and instead BTK is gonna go ahead and ban out those.
Buena
assassins
CARTI,
from
configurando
Fallen
con Carla,
on
tú
a
sabes.
very tight edge, and we saw Fallen yesterday. The link,
Hellcat?
beautiful link executed in.
Nah.
He is
Hellcat?
a pure assassin player, but he's gonna go for this Hellcat and Demon running this Edith. First impression today.
That's the first time we've seen Edith so
Okay.
far in NACT regular season. On top of that, and Yato gonna go in for the final pick. Is gonna go ahead and lock in the pick for ISO, taking up that Claude, right? And that's gonna finalize the draft for both sides. Now, to Edith is definitely gonna be interesting to see. It's a little bit of a wild card draft, and like I said, when it boils down to how these 5 heroes play together, not the players, but the heroes and what they provide in these engagements, I'm still liking the side of.
Is it that time, gentlemen?
Better, right? I mean,
Hellcat?
hoping everything works in your favor. For
Is it that time, gentlemen? Hellcat?
Far on the Navaria. You have Arvo who's going to be close, but he's going to go close and hit a Divine Judgment and hope that Basic is close enough to get that pick off, right? I mean, maybe Fallen can rush with the Darkness Falls, use that as an advantage to blind the whole team.
Is it time to eat, gentlemen? Wow.
Combination that just works flawlessly every single time. There's a lot of little things that have to be checked off.
God forbid.
Pull that off.
God forbid.
Things off.
Wow.
Jumping into game number 2.
Is it time to eat, gentlemen?
North America fighting their way in the semifinals for the NACT fall season. Avalon.
Gentlemen, pull out your plate. I think it's time to eat.
Who will be able to
Okay.
make their mark in history today and move on to the grand finals
Okay.
for regular season 1. You're looking at BTK having an advantage with the possible match point as they took game 1.
Dude, did that scream so loud that my fucking mouse
Yeah,
moved,
we're
bro?
looking at Hook.
I'm over.
He is
I got a
very,
fucking
very
tornado
damaging
coming out of my
versus
mouth.
Assassin, but compared to Alpha, he's more of a sustained jungler. So we are looking at more of those team fights. But look at Grok already getting a bit zoned out already.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at some good zonage so early in the game. I really want to see how Hellkirk kind of plays into this.
Hellkirk?
It's not something you traditionally see, but it is picked every now and then.
I'll be making myself laugh, bro. I need to stop.
And it definitely can profit. So, Fallen and definitely
Yo, whoever was that, I appreciate you,
get
bro.
some early pickoffs with the
I'm gonna check later.
Junglers to kind of make this work in their favor. We were looking at the match.
Edith, though, bro.
Basic up against
Edith's annoying. Edith is strong. Edith is fucking strong. That's one hero that I respect.
Beatrice would win that early game, but a Basic's actually getting tipped down a little.
But
bit.
Hellkirk?
And usually Beatrice.
Feel me, chat? Like Hellkirk?
Skillage, and actually we
Yeah.
talked about this, right? In the game versus TOB versus Bloodhounds, but Zane already getting a little bit of pressure from Arvel, and this is what I want to see. Want to be
Nice poke.
But Demon getting chopped down dangerously low in that mid lane, and Novaria should be able to not get touched because Novaria can go around walls, but Toadnak doing some work on Chicken.
That's right, and Totenak and Chicken trying to get that level 4 as the turtle is going to spawn on their side. Zane and Fallen, both of them have level 4, so they can go in for this first neutral objective. A little bit of a different situation from game 1. We've seen Moba Zane pretty much just getting all these objectives uncontested, but you are going to see Fallen go to the purple buff instead. He's going to wait out that timer, which is an excellent chance for Moba Zane to take this objective
Free
uncontested.
obj.
Yeah, we already see both Mage and EXP going in, but look at Chicken's position of trying to deny, and Zane trying to go ahead and pick up the first.
Free objectives. I mean, obviously, it's an Alpha Jung early versus a Hellkirk.
Yeah, it was literally the blink of an eye.
Okay.
But again, uncontested. First objective going to BTK, and for what? What do you
Okay.
trade in this, right? You got your purple buff, but you just allowed
Question mark, question mark?
the entire team of BTK to give them an advantage in every
Buena.
single lane. And speaking of advantages, the Guardian's Barrier is going to drop down. You're going to see the Vintage Rage as well from Basic. Astro Echo not going to find the mark, only going to catch Joybots, but nobody will fall in that skirmish for the top side.
And look at Yato, still looking for a response. Gonna go ahead and take the Divine Judgment. Now, the thing is with Valentina, you kind of have a copy of Avalon's, one of their teammates, right? So now he has another Kaja, right? So we are looking at another fight. Here we go. Is he gonna go in? Ooh,
Yeah,
Arvo taking that really low.
Yeah, we're all up in your jung. Wow, we're all up in your jung. We're all up in your jung. Hellkirk?
Payday over there.
Hellkirk? We're all up in your jung. We're all up in your jung. Hellkirk? We're all up in your jung. We're all up in your jung. Hellkirk? Hellkirk? You feel me, chat? We're all up in your jung.
Rotate around and get into team engagements. And with that being said, speaking of team engagements, you are starting to see some heavy grouping in the mid-river. Possibly a battle may be on the way. Nobody has
Big, my big.
BTK 3 minutes in, leading by already 1,000.
Yeah, and ISO's having a very good time being able to poke out Basic on this Beatrix. And now this is where the snowball early usually starts with the marksmen. They have the most amount of damage, and the power spike really comes from...
Somebody go make that Hellkirk die 5 times right now.
Well, EXP's actually pretty meta right now, but just like you said, Weezy Chicken's just having fun right now.
Is definitely having a blast in the XP lane. Not really too worried about Totenak down there, but Zane is just climbing in terms of the farm. He is 2 levels ahead of Fallen, and Fallen hasn't fallen. That's a little bit of a pun, right? He hasn't fell.
Oh.
Died, but he's not getting the farm.
Hellkirk?
He's not even contesting the turtle. He's
Chicken, flick off that bastard.
comes these objectives, but may be able to change the situation. Zane is going to grab the turtle for BTK, maybe able to pick off. Albatross goes down, and Yatsu.
Hellkirk? Why did I call it, bro? Why do I know? Hellkirk?
Yeah, looks like Dark Knight Falls.
Why do I always know everything, bro? I hate being the smartest person I know, bro. This shit, like, saddens me. I wish I was actually retarded.
There's always a
Okay.
roll in their face, but oh no, Toadnak.
In a bad situation, copy the 3 members of BTK.
Hell nah.
Chicken will go ahead
We eat those. Let me see the. We eat those. Hellkirk?
on this turret for the bottom side.
Hellkirk?
And looks like a little bit of script
Hellkirk?
in that mid side, but I'm
We
still
eat those.
a little bit worried for this
We eat those.
pick. But I
Buena.
see some
Muy
going
buena,
out
Fallen.
this
Mama
side
ñema.
as Basics and go ahead and potentially take his first turret.
Looks like he will be able to get it. Some great positioning from Arvo to force ISO away from defending his lane. And with that being
Hugs, you feel me? Like Helker?
let's go take
Question mark? Helker?
responded
We
back
eat
to the
those.
bottom side as you are gonna
Helker?
go ahead and see,
Hell nah, Yato.
well,
Fuck you
that
doing,
first
nigga?
turret for BTK. You are gonna see Fallen picking up his first kill, finds Yato near the mid lane.
Yeah,
At least Yato didn't
beautiful
flicker.
coming in from Arva, was able to deny Yato from coming back into his lane and really showing him who the better Kaja is, right? Yato was able to take away the judgment coming in.
How the fuck
Arva
on the
with
blue
that
side,
IQ,
enemy small camp got retribution? Who is that? Helker? That's the free 50 gold. Get on that bastard. Get on him.
But Zane looking for
Helker?
more.
Yeah,
Hell nah, Baj. What the fuck? You smoking penis?
Picking up the blade to spare. Demon
Buena,
Hunter
Baj. Mama Nyema.
ISO, right? So ISO will be able to chip down the tankier HP heroes, but Basic will be able to deal the maximum amount of physical damage. Speaking of damage, battle pursuing on the way. The Astro Echo connects onto Joybots, ISO, and Mobazane, and they are going to go back to their side of the playing field. Now, looking at what's been achieved so far, a turret has fallen for the bottom lane of Avalon, but they've claimed one on the top side. But BTK was able to claim an additional turtle against them, giving them an advantage.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Arvo. Go fuck yourself, maybe.
Yeah, Arvo is kind of looking for
Jesus.
right now before this turtle fight. And looking at this composition right now, BTK has a very good sustainable draft, but look at Novara.
Helker?
Not really able to respond to anything.
Who the fuck gave Helker the kill? Wow, we lost.
She isn't able to do much burst damage. It's gonna have a hard time trying to kill Yato or even ISO. And you know, those snipe shots have to hit to do damage, but
Buena. Muy buena.
And he's gonna go
Los
ahead
chicos.
and Arvo uses his own ultimate against him. ISO takes the kill. But Darkness falls to try and flip the script. Deadly Stingers connects, and Basic for the shot finds Mobazane and sends BTK running in the mid lane.
Ooh, Toadneck. Is he looking? Is he looking? He is not. And Demon's combination with Fallen, the Dark Knight Falls, was beautiful, right? Was able to
This
grab
Beatrix and
onto
Novaria combo scary as fuck, though.
Gosh, but ISO.
Gonna rush in.
Jesus Christ, easy peasy came to play.
Is gonna go ahead and take him out the plane.
What the hell?
For BTK leading the way in terms of kills and also up by 3 turns.
Day 1, day 2, easy peasy came to game.
At the lead right now, and the win.
Too easy for peasy.
BTK is looking at a very steady lead. Avalon looking still to scale towards that late game, but Wheezy, I know you are dying to cast, but both of these teams are playing that really slow game, more of that macro play. I think this is the only game we've seen with such a low kill score.
Helker?
Yeah, definitely a low kill score, but BTK leading the way on the board. Speaking of the board, Astro Echo goes down. Landshaker connects for the knockup. Toadneck gets a kill, finds Chicken, but they still try and fight it out, trying to claim the advantage in the turrets, and ISO will find the turret for the top side uncontested.
That is also a turret lead into the hands of BTK. Once again, Arvo just keeps getting poked out by Yato, but wow. Demon is actually scaling on this Novaria, trying to do some work, but Novaria also has really good clear speed, and I feel like that's one of the advantages, but conceal play, are they going to find Fallen here?
I think they tried to look for an advantage, but they just wanted Mobazane to be able to get back to safety after contesting, trying to take that orange buff.
It's hard to push mid when they got a Novaria that's just gonna keep turning the mid
Really
lane.
short in terms of his rotation compared to Mobazane. I mean, Zane is 2 levels above him this entire game, right? Needing to find a way to kind of catch up to the king of the jungle if he wants to have a chance.
And it's gonna be hard to try and gank that either on the sidelines, because if we try to do that, then we might just get collapsed
not
on.
able to take a turret or get kills off of it. I want to kind of see them as we progress through this game try and find some pickoffs or some answers instead of letting.
Ooh, good job, chick.
Basic finding a kill is going to take down Joy Bosch, but now
Oh, look
the
at
return
Chicken.
response, Chicken very low. Toadneck is
Damn,
going to take him
Tonak
out.
lived.
Toadneck does get away with barely any HP.
Wait,
and the
look at
Lord aggro
ISO.
has been pulled from Basic, but ISO on the top side doesn't even care. Is going to claim yet another turret for the tier 2 in the top lane. Zane finds Arvel and maintains the aggro on this Lord, but no. He is now going to rotate back to his farm, and this just shows you his IQ when it comes to rotating around the jungle, right? He doesn't want to miss the opportunity for the gold. He doesn't want to take the Lord. He wants his team to be able to reset, and ISO will do the Blazing Duet in the mid lane and possibly try and punish and take this turret.
Looks like Novaria is going to do a good job trying to take away some of those minions, and Basic is also online there, defending that mid lane beautifully, but
Yeah, this is ours.
Zane's going to go ahead and take that aggro onto Lord, and this might be an uncontested Lord once again, and every single time there has been a Lord dance, Avalon hasn't been able to find a response to anything.
Yeah, needing to find answers and find them fast, even though it's a low kill game. similar to game one, right? It wasn't that high, but slowly but surely, BTK inches their way up the map piece by piece until the puzzle is complete. And right now, they are halfway through.
What?
Avalon
Basic
got
gen.
started. They need to be able to shut them down, at least take the objectives. They're not losing on the 5v5 engagements. They're just losing on the objectives. They're not getting turtles, and they're not getting turrets at the same rate as BTK.
Yeah, BTK is more focused on those objectives, right?
Ouch.
Playing that tank jungle is going to be able to get a lot of those most important ones. But with that being said, there's a lot of sustain coming in. That's what you get for going a tank jungle, right? Unlike Avalon, you need kills to scale. Fallen still looking for an answer. 1-1 right now. Yes, his farm was there, but not enough to match up Zane. But
Turret claim tier 2 for the mid lane. Basic finds Yato. Wait a minute. One member falls for BTK. Do they pull off of this push?
Let's go
Looks like
back.
They will. They're gonna
Back.
focus on the farm in the jungle and reset. But Avalon, trying to seize the opportunity for a pickoff, is gonna dive in onto Joy Bosch, but not the member that you're gonna be able to burst down.
I think it was like the
Especially
middle
with the
inhibitor
rover
turret
for
that
BTK, and
props
just team are
passive.
very comfortable. Avalon, as you say, my
We
favorite
can push that
birds,
later.
ooh, that
backs against the
damage.
walls. You are looking at them trying to formulate a strategy to turn this around. Is it impossible for them to pull this off? No, it's not, right? You just got to group together and find a way to get to ISO, get to the back line, and play passive. BTK could make a mistake, and you just have to wait for the opportunity. But speaking of an opportunity,
Dodge.
Joy Bosch with wild charge into the wall, but the double knockup, and the Earthshake onto fried chicken, very low. That's what they needed. Basic finds him,
Ooh,
takes him
so
down.
close, bro.
Can still play cold in. Basic will regen some HP by killing these minions to stay in the fight. Totenak very low, but the Divine Judgment for the suppression on Zane fallen. But the Deadly Stingers is going to take him down. Two members falling from
Bodge, you
BTK.
kind of baited us.
Said it, right?
Ah,
For the
Bodge.
mistake, and there it was.
Mama huevo.
Wait,
Be alright, though.
did you see how low Totenak got and all of a sudden he was able to flicker out and save himself? Did you see that?
I don't know who shot called that in the VC, but from my perspective, Bodge kind of
BBP.
baited us on that one. But thank God the Lord ain't up.
Trademark it.
Oh yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
God.
This is a trade market. But we are seeing Avalon
Yeah.
macro plays and go ahead and start exchanging some things that we're willing to trade out for that early game. They are playing a little bit of slow gameplay here, but they're going to go ahead and start sieging as much as they can before BTK comes to step their foot back. But I
Us.
like how Joybog and Arvel are playing this game, right? They're doing a
That's
lot
scary,
of
bro. That Beatrix and Varia combo, bro. What?
Wow, you
No,
they
no.
push check each other and they just,
Just
be like, hey,
Poke doodle.
what's going on? I'm here, you're here.
We're gonna need chicken to like
But Joybog always
start
has
something with a
really
flicker all.
aggressive Avalon.
Because if
Always
not, then
with
the
Arvel
Beatrix and then the
always
Varia
being
that's gonna
an
both us
aggressive
down.
team, which puts
Slowly
him at
but
a
surely.
disadvantage because Arvel really needs to be able to conceal and directly set for them to push up a little
No way
bit.
we lose
But
mid, right?
Yato was
Please
really
don't tell
the
me we
only one
lose
who's
mid.
been getting pulled,
Why not?
and Yato is sitting at 1-2, and Chicken sitting at 1-3,
Yeah.
and Arlot is a good CC EXP with that final slash, but is it really worth it? But Joyboj, look at Demon. He might be caught in the wrong bush.
Yeah,
Bodge by
they
yourself,
definitely need to be
bro.
careful on their footing so far, but Avalon,
Is it gonna be like whoever engages first wins the fight
their proper
between
footing,
the
can they
Grok
see
and the Kaja?
opportunity and go a little bit further off of that, right?
That's what it's looking like.
Zane already pulling the aggro for this Lord. Arvel in position. Zane does not know he is there,
Yo.
but he is doing some damage. Arvel just taking the hit.
Yo.
And just handling it. But there it goes. Darkness Falls goes in. The silence on a Joy buys. Numerous passion dropping down, but the immortality was proc. The wild charge for the 3-man stun onto Avalon. Basic will find Joy buys. Lord does fall. No, Lord still in. Toadneck is going to find Fried Chicken. Yato finds Basic. ISO takes down Fallen. Toadneck finds ISO for a double kill.
How'd you got the Lord?
As Arvel is going to claim the Lord for Avalon. But wait a minute. Does he get out alive? Zane not going to let him escape for free. Is going to take him down. 4 members falling for Avalon. The 3 members of BTK. They
The
still have
fucking Lord
Avalon,
kind of
still have
fucked us
Zane.
up. The Lord
He's getting
fucking
out alive to
wow.
win.
Why not Lord?
4-2
The Lord
trade
CC
side of
3 of our
Avalon.
members type shit.
But they got the Lord,
Damn.
which is coming down the mid lane, which is actually
We fall in a bad
preventing
position.
up, and now they're gonna have to take care of this Lord, which buys enough time for Avalon to come back and take away some of the members of BTK potentially. And look at Zane, still trying to be a menace onto Demon, but Zane might have overstayed his welcome. He just got chopped down so low, fallen.
Yo, they're definitely gonna try and take down MOBA Zane. Overstayed his welcome, but
Okay.
the stickers from falling short onto the king of the jungle, and he does sustain himself pretty much topped off
Helker?
HP in a matter of seconds from that creep in the jungle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Creep in the Helker?
That was a little bit unfortunate. The Dark Knight Falls wasn't able to do enough to go ahead and take Zane off the board, and he's still back to full health. But the minions are actually pushing forward on Avalon's favor, and the gold lead is now almost the same, which means BTK has to be careful because they're not trying to ruffle anyone's feathers, but Avalon is looking for death right now.
Yeah, definitely looking for death, trying to seize the opportunity, may be able to take this tier 2 turret on the bottom side uncontested. BTK is on the opposing side of the map, right? We thought this would have been a BTK game, but slowly it's slipping out of their hands and going into the favor for Avalon. The later this game gets, it's not going to matter how many turrets you have. It's going to matter how you play together as a team for the pickoffs. And with the respawn timers climbing up, this may be what Avalon needed all along to even out the series.
We are looking at a good trade. Avalon still a turret down, and BTK has a turret in their favor. They are only at inhibitor turrets for the side of Avalon, and they have to be careful. One mistake, it's pretty much game over as they only have inhibitors, and BTK still has 2 of those turrets up in that mid side, so they still have a little bit of time to spare. Has a little bit.
Tell me why I low-key forgot I was streaming, bro. That's how I am. I'm just like so hyper-focused on this match.
And show them who's really king.
Yeah, definitely going to show them who is king as the still play was called out from Dory Boss, but checks the bush and gets knocked downtown as Demon is going to find the kill. Rome falling for BTK, putting them at a little bit of a disposition. They are going to
maybe we can stall them at Lord for like 10 seconds before Bodge comes back up.
Brock is off the board right now, and just like the death timers are climbing up right now, which will make them a huge disadvantage. If Avalon does take this Lord, BTK might have to look for.
Tell me why I'm about to go to sleep in BC with one of y'all e-girls, you are.
Yeah, maybe.
Buena CARTI, singa tu madre.
And Avalon, first time in this game, having the advantage. They almost caught up in gold. We're like 50k and BTK up by 400.
Nice poke, okay.
Avalon leading in terms of kills and almost catching up.
We're gonna give it up just like that, though.
The turtles in the beginning, and that was what was giving BTK the early advantage. But now it is moving toward Avalon's favor.
We are seeing this Lord dance. Dark Knight falls and go ahead just to use that turret and protect himself from picking up this Lord. Avalon did end up taking that uncontested from BTK, which means this is going to be a huge advantage for Avalon, as this is not just a regular Lord, this is a Luminous Lord, enhanced Lord coming down for the side of Avalon, and BTK is going to go ahead and try to micromanage these waves to be able to take off this Lord before it gets too close to their base, as now this is a ticking time bomb to see which fight is really going to be the king of all trades here. We do see lanes coming down, and Lord is going to come.
Oh, 700 viewers. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the BTK supporters. Shout out to all the newcomers. Shout out to the cult.
Still, they are looking for a response on that top side, mid lane is going to get pushed in. Beautiful zonish coming in from Arvel, and Zane does know that someone's in that bush. Totenak doing a lot of pressure. 5-man siege might come down that mid side. Lord is still unresponsive from the side of BTK. It looks like there might be a huge clash coming in from the side of Avalon, and Joybot just got a read on the rest of the team. And is this the end that we're about to see, Wheezy?
Maybe a possible ending. 12-9 so far on the scoreboard. Lord making his way on the top side at the 19-minute mark. BTK this time at the disadvantage, and Avalon pushing through, trying to even out the series. Dives in all for trying to close this game
out. Okay, Kaji's flicker.
Ooh,
good job, Bodge. Wait, chicken all out. Fucking nice.
But a huge stun. The wild charge for the knock-up. Earthshaker goes down. Fried Chicken finds Demon. Yato finds Fallen. The remembers dropping. Mobazane drops down. Totenak.
Fucking go, boy. Wrap this shit up, nigga.
Wipeout. ISO takes down Arvel.
Fucking shit. Next fucking combo, Bodge chicken.
A slight mistake on their overaggression.
All we needed, baby.
And BTK
go.
Triumphantly
path to power. Helker? Helker?
Helker? Down the red carpet right now, as you are seeing the BTK emotes on the way. Down goes the inhibitor, and nobody to defend from Avalon, and they will be able to close out this series and move on to the grand final.
Helker?
In the semifinals for the NACT fall season. A well-played game.
Talking about the red carpet, looks like they were going for that base.
Helker?
As it looked like a whole Grammy award.
Helker?
In front of their faces, and that was an actual beautiful play
Hellcat?
A wild charge was able to stun every single member of Avalon, which turned the entire game around, and that was amazing. A beautiful concealed play.
Hellcat?
Wiped out the entire team of Avalon.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Beautiful concealed play. Excellent chemistry from BTK.
Why Bodge always show up in late game?
2-0.
That's true.
Avalon
He is a little
looked
bit
like
of a
they were
wild
able to
card.
find their rhythm, but then they fell short. They overstayed their welcome. BTK punished, and they were able to close it out. We got to see them kind of push through a little bit stronger and play a little bit safer when they have the slightest advantages. BTK definitely knows how to make the most out of the situation. And congratulations.
My prediction was right, 2-0.
on
Okay.
Finals, which
On
we'll be
top.
able to see them going up against the Ohio brothers.
Yeah, it looks like the same story repeating itself.
Wait. When is the grand finals? Today?
Except it's going to be
Or is it
the
bronze
this
match?
time for the grand finals. Now let's look at the post-game stats. 12-14.
Wait, when is the grand finals?
It looked like it was so neck
What's the
and
next
neck,
series?
but
It's gonna
one
basically
play
be
coming in
Bloodhounds
from
versus Avalon, right?
Here we are looking at the goal lead leading towards BTK. Same with the turret trades as well. And look at ISO only taken off the board once. And I feel like the focus coming from Avalon was to really perma-stun Chicken over there on that R-lot, but looks like they focused the wrong person, which caused ISO to do a lot of free hit damage to the rest of Avalon.
That shit's today?
Which gave a lot of wiggle room for
Damn, boy.
to go and set the rest of the team of Avalon. So beautiful game played by
Wait,
BTK.
so best of 3 for the next series?
Zero.
Or what?
See you in grand finals, but let's
What's
take
the
a look
word?
at this replay, Wheezy.
Yeah, the
Look at
replay on the way,
that.
that huge stud.
There's no way I'm about to watch Bloodhounds versus Avalon Empire.
The wild charge and the power of nature. Fried Chicken finds Demon.
I'd rather do
Finds
backflips
Avalon.
off the
This is what
roof.
Decided the game. The fate for Avalon on a slight mistake with the over-aggression when they had the advantage and the Lord at their disposal. Yato finds basic. ISO finds Arvel. And it was a full wipeout. Avalon just shut down, and BTK walking down the red carpet for their
Finals is best of 5? Damn.
Decided the grand finals for the
Alright.
season 1 of NACT Fall.
Yeah, let's look at these post-game stats.
BO3 in the finals are best of 5? Alright.
We are looking
So I'm probably gonna have to do another stream then. Wow, 3 streams in one day, gentlemen?
Took a lot of those hits in the face when he was checking those bushes. Really felt bad. The sandbag should have. Look at that. The sandbag is towards Joy Bosch, but look at the rich guy. ISO being able to farm.
Noobs. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stream again for the BTK versus COB match, grand finals. I'm gonna end right now because no way I'm watching Empire versus Bloodhounds. Okay.
But looks like they fell a little bit short in those team fights as Joy Bodge's wild charge really
Okay.
fail.
Hell nah.
Arvel's single suppression target, but Wheezy, take me down, break me down with this replay.
Yeah.